Hello everybody, welcome back, good morning. Well, I am very surprised actually to wake up to see this, which is basically Bitcoin sitting back above $100,000, 101,500 to be honest. It's good, it's definitely good. The way we left it last night's stream was that we were hoping to see this cheeky span close above this candle, which it has done. So that basically means that with for this week, the pump, well, the trend signal on the Ichimoku cloud, as far as the uptrend is concerned, is still alive and well, and we're sitting on the 10 exponential. Also, this horizontal is where we've closed. So it's actually quite a decent close for Bitcoin here. Altcoins, obviously, it's a very different story, but they will generally be supported wherever they get supported. If Bitcoin can remain supported, it's not always the case, but it's generally true. So Bitcoin managed to hold itself together in the last moment. Now that doesn't mean that it can't move down into 95,000, 94,000 this week and bounce from there. We've still got a fair amount of time to go now. Obviously, as the fresh week has just opened, it means we've got 7 days before the next close. And the next close has to be above 98,400. Same for the following week. And then the week after that, it's got to be above 101. And then it's got to be above 102. And so on and so on. Then there is a period, actually, where you could see Bitcoin come down into the 80s and still keep the trend signal alive. It's just the nature of the trend, that's all. It's just the nature of it. So at the moment, it's looking pretty good. And like I say, I'm very surprised that this is how the markets are behaving. Kind of amazed almost, really. But it is the case. This is the way. This is what's happening. Moving over to stocks. Obviously, we've got the pre-market for the S&P open at the moment. Not too bad. It's almost like nothing's going on. It's very surprised. Honestly, it's very surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised all the same. We moved into the Golden Cross retest on the 4-hourly at 200 simple moving average on that. So that's where a decent bounce could take place, and possibly even a full-on recovery and continuation from there. So the stock, I can't believe what I'm looking at really, but the stock's currently opening green. Oil had a pump overnight and is moving back down as a result of that. I've got to keep my ear to the ground, really. I've not long been up feeding the kids and blah blah blah. Not really had a chance to catch up on any kind of news. I honestly feel like it's probably better to do it like that, so I get to look at the charts, because what's the phrase? You show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. It's kind of a little like that. I don't want to have these charts clouded by the news. If I can interpret a chart a certain way and then turn the telly on and recognise there's a reason for it, then that's fine. I try to focus on the TA. I think if anything, that's where I was going a little wrong last night, thinking about too much. Trying to boil down too much and not just sticking to a chart. It's true that you have to recognize your landscape and the trading environment and all the intricacies that feed into price, but if my skills remain simply on the technical side, I shouldn't try to look too deeply into other areas that I'm not so skilled at. So this does look like it wants to pull back down into the resistance, which should have flipped to support. So we're talking 74,000. Lots of bearish divergence on this, actually, on this 4-hourly now. So we'll see how it goes with what's going to take place in the world. Here I go again. But it looks like a pullback to 74,000, and if that holds, great. If it doesn't hold, talking 71.5. And to be fair, there is always a good chance that you actually see a full pullback into 67. That's obviously if things don't happen that we've been thinking might happen, because if those things do happen, then that's what you'd see. You'd see a move into the 80s. But for the moment, the charts do suggest 74 with a potential of 67. That's not going to happen overnight, and it's not a position I'll be looking to short, I can tell you that. Right, I think I will just leave it there. I don't really want to go too deep into what I'm seeing right now, but like I say, pleasantly surprised with the way that the charts are looking this morning, relatively relatively optimistic about it all, I have to say. Ethereum managed to close as well 2,200, so it held on to its major support. What is going on? Maybe the dream of September is still alive. Alright, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.